Yeah, very good morning, guys. One switch. రెండు మధ్యలో పెట్టి మధ్యలోకి రెండుని పైది మధ్యలోకి పెట్టు, కిందది మధ్యలోకి పెట్టు, లేకపోయింది మధ్యలోకి పెట్టు. Okay. Well, very good morning. Yeah, last class we just been talking about DB first, right? DB first. We just been talking on the concept of the DB first in the previous. So what is DB first? Yeah, in DB first, we already know that the model contexts are created based on the database. But the very important thing is we don't have a wizard here. We don't have a wizard. So how do you do that? You need to explicitly do that by using commands. Some set of commands are provided. You're required to use the commands, and those commands are going to create you the model and the context classes. And afterwards, we just use the entity framework and generated all the controller views. You know how to write? I don't record especially tell you. So all the things are generated. Only problem is we faced with the image. Image did not come because image will have what? String column in the database. Because image is a string column, it is just going to create your text boxes here. But what we want is not text box. What we want? What we want is a file upload control, a file. So for that, we are just trying to make all the necessary changes. For that, we are trying to make all the necessary changes in the code. Okay. So where are we now? We just been completed all the UI changes. UI wise, all the UI changes are done. Only thing is we require to make a controller change for insert and for update. Yeah, create. So this is the create. So this is the create post. So here we need to pass a parameter, second parameter. What is the parameter? What is that selected file? Our controller name. Input type is equals to image or control name. So that is the input type. Okay. So that is the second parameter what you require to add there. Now after adding the second parameter, if you recollect, this is the code what you require to add. Watch. So first model state is getting checked, any validation. And here you need to write the database code. Is selected file not equal to null. Environment.webroot-path.images means it will get you the path of the webroot folder. It will get you the path of the webroot folder. For that, images. Okay, and the next, not exist. If not exist, create. Next, string file path is equals to folder path plus select a file dot file name. We are provided with a class called file stream class. File stream fs is equals to new file stream. Path of the file, create. Basically, this file stream will be dealing with files actually. The second parameter, it will ask you, you want to create a file or just to see the file mode is a enum. The various options are available to you. Do you want to append for an existing file or you want to create a file? What is create new? Create new means already existing, but still it overwrites. Already existing, yeah, still it overwrites. Open means open the existing file. Open or create. What is that? If existing, open. If not existing, create. Truncate. Truncate means like override the file. It is like override the appropriate file. Like this, we just have the various options. And what option I'm using? Means I'm asking to create a file. After creating a file, what next? Selected file dot copy to. Copy to? Yes. Means it is going to copy the content to the file stream. Finally, this photo should be assigned to student.put. And rest of the code is same. So what I added is only this one. Are you clear? this underscore environment, nothing. We just require to get this underscore environment in the form of dependency injection again. This environment should be captured in the form of a dependency injection. iWebroot environment or something will be there. We just require to induce it. Yes. Just a second. See, already, you see the constructor is already having the context class as a dependency injection. Now we have one more thing, iWebhost environment. iWebhost environment. And now what you'll do? Private read only iWebhost environment underscore environment. Now come here and what you'll write? Underscore environment is equals to environment. You're initializing it. Now this is going to get you the webroot. Remember the webroot now? How to change the webroot also I explained to you. Okay, just gets you. This will do the insert work. Now come to edit. In edit here, remember if the student is existing, we require to copy that image and store in temp data. Right, that image should be stored in the temp data. Why? If no image is selected, the old image should be sent to database back again. So you need to store that in the temp data. So you need to first do that actually. All of you carefully observe. You're passing an ID. If ID is null or underscore context.student is equals to null. If any of these two things are null, what is it? Return not found. You're just simply saying return not found. Yeah. If ID is equals to null or underscore context.student is equals to null, return not found. Not found. Next one. Where student is equals to, you're going to find a sync. You're finding the student now by passing the ID. You're just going to find the student. Okay. Okay. If student is null, again you're telling return not found. If student is null, again you're telling return not found. Afterwards, return view. But before you return the view, what you do? You adding this code. This is the code what you require to add. What is that? If student dot photo is not equal to null, temp data photo is equals to student dot photo. You're just going to do that. Now this is what you're doing in the under the edit now. Under edit you have performed this. What next? Come here. Again the same story. If model state.d is valid, simply you're calling update. But before you call update, before you just call that update, what you need to do? You need to add all these things there. Before you call update, this is what? Selected file not equal to null. Again, same story. Oh, we did not pass the selected file here, guys. What is that? Comma, iForm file, selected file. So the type is HTTP posted file in MVC5, right? That HTTP posted file is now iForm file. Okay. What next? The next thing is, yeah, you're trying to find the folder path, image path. Again, file stream fs, selected file dot copy, student dot photo is equals to selected file dot file name. If not existing, temp data. You're assigning the temp data value. Missed the condition there. Just a minute. I missed out the condition. After getting the folder path, if not existing, create the directory. I just messed up that condition. Rest of the code is same. Second piece. Yeah. So these are the changes what you're required to make, and once you make all the changes and run, everything should run as expected now. Well, let us see this active or not also. I'm running that. Meanwhile, I just want to see whether the account status became active or not. What's the project? MVC core. MVC DH project. Okay. Meanwhile, this is still executing. Let it. That is still running, guys. Server not started. Okay. Let's run from IES Express. Right click. Publish. Yeah, active. This window should open. Yesterday, this window did not open for us because the account status is inactive. Okay, I'll do it. Unable to connect. By controller is students, right? Students. We made all the necessary changes for our code. Yeah, same as earlier. Yeah, we just only use scaffolding. But all this code manually written number of times with the students table. Few things changed, like HTTP posted file now became iForm file. And now we get all the information in the form of dependency injections. We don't create the context class object is injected here as the dependency injection. All these are same. Yeah, you can go for details. Okay, back to list. I want to add a new record. I just want to add a new record here. So click on create new. Give a name. Oh, it's ID now. ID is read only. Okay, we cannot edit that value. No. So ID is the one. The last record is. No, I can do. Don't know why. Okay, the ID now numeric values. I'm entering wrong character. Okay. Next, some name Miller. Class is 5. Fees is 50,000. choose a file. Already we discussed in the last class there are 9 students or 10? 10 are there. Okay, I'll correct it. Images. So let me select the 11th image here. Create. Create it. Create it. Click on edit. I want to change this to 6. I want to change this to 60. Save. Want to change an image? You can change the image. Just trying to change the image. The image got saved off. Are you clear? Okay. So like this, it is just trying to yeah, you can. I did not write the code that is generated by the system. I did not write that code that is generated. You can use find also. We used the find only earlier. But MVC core uses all async, all the async methods here. Okay. So I want to delete Williams, delete. Sorry, sure, delete. Actually, the code is not available for deleting the record permanently. The code is not available for deleting the record permanently. So because the code is not available for a permanent deletion, for a deletion, here the status will not be updated. Actually, the code is available for permanent deletion only. The code is available there for permanent deletion only because we did not write the code. That is scaffolded, right? Because it is scaffolded, the code is written for a permanent deletion only. You can see. Understood? It permanently deleted. If you want to change the code. You know that. How to change the code? Just change the code. What will you do? You simply go for set the status and call update. It will update the record. Okay, just make that particular change accordingly. It works. So this is all about DB first. I'm not spending more time on that because it is not going to be important because it provides a very limited support. It is not like our MVC5. A very limited support is available here. Code first is only main. And we talked on code first, and the code first we just understood about dependency injections, writing the implementation using different patterns. Okay. Well, coming back. Yeah, what were we talking yesterday? How to host our application on the Azure, correct? So what is the process? First thing is you require to create an account in the Azure. The first step, you require to open portal.azure.com and create an account. Second step, after creating an account, login, you'll be finding subscription option. You require to go to subscription and you require to choose a subscription. Free for student subscription is there. Free subscription is there. Pay as you go subscription is available. Mine is a pay as you go account because the free for students only 1 year it will work. My pay as you go account. I'm maintaining this account since last 5-6 years. So I get billed. Last day you saw how much bill I paid, 39 rupees. That's all. Array, not 39, 23 rupees. Once I host and uninstall, I'll be getting the bill. Only based on the usage, I'll get the bill. Not more than 25-26 rupees, I get a bill every month. That's all. Okay. Well, that's not a big deal. So now your Azure account should have the subscription. Once these two things are completed, now what you can do? Come to your project. What you do is build your solution once. Build your solution to make sure there are no errors. Next, right click on the project and you'll find an option called add. Sorry, you'll find an option called publish. Click on that. A window opens to you. In this, select what? Azure. Select the Azure. Click on the next. Azure App Service for Windows. Same way we have for Linux also. Next. And here you have an option subscription name. My subscription name. See what's my subscription? Here it will show you a subscription. Because here I said you, once you click on the next, it'll ask you to log in. Last day we logged in already. I logged in my account. That's why my subscription automatically came here. If at all you have multiple subscriptions, it will show you all the things you can choose. Whether you want to go in a free one, pay as you go account, or you can choose it. What next? Now, the next thing what you're required to do is the next thing what you're required to do is you're required to create a app service. You're required to create an app service. What is app service? App service is nothing but your website. App service is nothing but your website. You're just going to create an app service now. How do you create an app service? How do you create an app service? Okay, if you just observe it, how do you create an app service? See, first one is the target, specific target app service. This is the option what we just have right now. We are here. What is the target and specific target? You know, the first two windows here. This is target, Azure. This is specific target, Azure App Service, Windows. What is this? Azure App Service. Now click on the next. And now it is placed here. You can create your app service. What is app service? App service is your site. App service is nothing but your site. You're going to create a site now. And see, there are no existing instances available. Create a new instance. How to create? You'll be finding a plus button. Create new. Click on it. A window opens to you. Here, enter the name of your site. Whatever is the name of the site. Okay. So guys, I just given here a detailed things to you, what to enter in each and every column. First, asking for the name. Give some name now. NIT core. Something here, but the name what you given should be unique. When you enter there, it will tell you whether that is existing or not. Yes, existing. I'm giving the name as NIT. Name is not available. So giving the name as NIT core. Yeah, name is available. Subscription name, pay as you go account. Resource group. Then it will ask you for something called as resource group. What is the resource group? A resource group is a container under which your website, your database, everything gets stored. You want a database for your application, don't forget that. Correct or not? Everything gets stored for you under that resource group. You're required to have a resource group actually. It's like a container. Tomorrow, you want to delete your site. No need to delete the database separately. No need to delete the site separately. You delete the resource group. Everything is deleted. Just a container, just like one folder under which all are stored. By default, it is giving some name to it. Lengthy name here, not easy to remember. I want to give a short name for it. So here you'll be finding an option, new, click on that, give a name for your resource group. I think I just given the name as NITRG. Some name now. NITRG, NIT resource group is the name what I given. Click OK. I given a simple short name for it. Next, the hosting plan. What is hosting plan? The hosting plan is what based on which you build. It will ask you how much memory you want and all. One of the great thing with this cloud platforms is you are not going to have, as I said, you two options, on-premises and the second one is cloud. On-premises means you're required to purchase your own hardware and all. Today you started your site. Initially you don't have load. You don't have load. So see, when you're going for on-premises, what is the problem? You cannot purchase the hardware based on today's needs. Can you purchase the hardware based on today's need? You're required to purchase your hardware based on the future needs. Right? More if my site becomes popular, huge load, how to manage that load? I require to think about that and just require to purchase my hardware. Initial investment will be very high. What we call it as capital expenditure. What we call capital expenditure. Capital expenditure will be very high. Servers are very costly here. And you're required to purchase a multi-core processors, the latest hardware, so lots of things look on it. That's a capital expenditure is very high. Okay, but when you come to this cloud platforms, what are the advantages? Today your site is not popular. Choose a less memory. Tomorrow your site becomes popular. You can expand it now. After 1 month, you want to expand. You can expand. So your bill is only for next month. This month you don't have a bill. So based on your needs, you can also increase your requirements also. All the things. Basically, this doesn't come under capital expenditure. What is it? Operation expenditure. What operation expenditure? That's what pay as you go. What you need, you're consuming it and you're paying it. Are you clear? That is the one reason why we are just going to have a cloud platforms today. They are very, very, very popular. Cloud platforms. Basically, going forward, not important, going forward, cloud platforms are very, very important for us in the industry. So whenever you have time on it, whenever you have time in a Google, basically when you want to purchase a profession, when you want to become a professional in Azure, you have some exams to be written. You're required to write some exams, Azure Admin, Azure DevOps, like this different exams are there. But to write all these particular things, first you need to understand Azure. First you're required to write a paper, AZ 900. AZ 900. That's the basic thing. You're required to write that first. After writing that only, you can next go for Azure Admin, Azure DevOps, all. Just like see, when you want to come into MVC or something, first what you learn is C#. Without knowing C#, you can't learn any of these things now. So like that AZ 900 paper will be there. So there are so many videos and articles on this particular thing in the YouTube channel. Open that, any of these particular articles and try to just go at it. It'll tell you what is a capital expenditure, what is an operation expenditure, why we are going for Azure. Excellent videos are there. Actually, there is a video here, something like it's an 8-hour video. Once you complete watching that video, you can write up the AZ 900 exam without any confusions. Maddie or something, man. Yes. This is the site. This is the channel. In this, he posted you the complete training. If anyone actually he posted in Telugu also. English article is also there. Telugu article is also there. Who are comfortable with Telugu can also go with the Telugu article. Okay, with the Microsoft Azure. English is also there. Yeah, this is the complete training for Azure 900, AZ 900. The first paper what you should write in this is AZ 900. Okay, so you can just have for it and here, not this. No. Yeah, just go through the channel. If you go through the channel, you get. So basically, I'm not telling you to write up the exam, but what I'm telling you is understand this. If you go there, you'll get a clear idea. What is an app service? What is capital expenditure? What is operation expenditure? Why companies are going for this? Still, not only that, so many other articles are there. Yeah. Actually, Azure courses are available here. Actually, guys, I don't remember that exactly. I'll try to find out and post in the WhatsApp group. There is some training program conducted by Microsoft for it. I'm not finding time to attend for that. If at all you people attend the training program, they'll give you a free coupon for attending for Azure AZ 900 exam free. The coupon is given to you. Basically, the cost is going to be some 5,000 or 6,000 or 6,000, but the coupon is given free of cost. I will post that information in the WhatsApp group. I just forgot it. I got in my personal, in my office laptop, I have it. I have that particular link. I'll just post you. Try attending that particular program. If you attend that particular program, they'll give you a free coupon. And with that coupon, you can just write up the exam. Okay. So first, if you become AZ 900, means you entered into the Azure platform. Next, you can choose whether you want to go to Azure Admin or Azure DevOps. There are two different things. Latter, what you require to do. First basic is AZ 900. All of you try to write that AZ 900 first, because today, when you go to MNCs, all MNCs are first asking the people to finish these particular exams. You already have that particular thing, means that will be a jewel in your hat. That will be an additional advantage only for you going forward for the interviews. Okay. So just try to take the exam over there. AZ 900. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So here the resource group, what we have next, hosting plan. I was explaining about the hosting plan also. $90, 99.8, 7,200. Okay. 7,200 is the paper, but I'll just provide you that information. You can attend like a Microsoft training sessions. They'll give you the coupon. Okay, you'll get the coupon free. Yeah. So that's what a hosting plan is. If you go here and you can just give a name for your hosting plan. I give you the name as NIT HP. Just like NIT RG, now I give it NIT HP. I'll ask you, what is the data center you want your site to be hosted? What is the data center your site to be hosted? I'll leave it here, no issue. Central US. You have data centers in various locations. You can just go for leave the existing one. But see, you have data center in India also, na? South India, North India, Central India. We have data centers in all the places. See, Central India. South India. South India, in the South India, we have a data center. West India. Even Central India also will be there, I think. Yeah, Central India. We have multiple data centers in our country. We can just go for using it. Or otherwise, leave the existing at no problem. And here I'll ask you the size. How much size you want. Default, it has some size. It is going to give you one core, single core processor, 1.5 GB RAM. Initial stages, this can be sufficient for you. Going forward, your site becomes popular, you can change your plan. Are you clear or not? You can change your plan. And remember guys, when you change the plan from that day onwards only, the new bill comes into effect. Are you clear? 15 days you used the old plan. 16th day you change it. 15th day your old plan only. 16th day comes the new plan into effect. Is that clear? You can just choose the size basically on that. That is called a hosting plan. Click OK. You can do directly from Azure also. You can do directly from Azure also. This process, what I'm showing you, we can do from Azure also. But from Azure, you can upload all these things. Better directly in Studio only, we can do up all the things. Azure also, we can create a hosting plan. Azure also, we can create a resource group. See, if you just see the portal.azure.com website, you open it. See, from here you can create a resource group. See, from here you can create an app service. Are you clear? All the things can be created from here. From here you can create a database. But without creating everything here and integrating Studio, Microsoft Visual Studio has given us the option to create everything under Studio and directly integrate from here. So everything can be done from there only. Okay. Now click on create. Now it will create you one resource group first. Under that, the app service and the hosting plan will be added. Okay. Let it create. Takes a bit time. Let it create. Database, uploading, all these things are easy from here. No need again to waste our time to do all these particular things. Everything, database is automatically uploaded. Directly your database is uploaded. You don't require to write any coding for that separately. We need to do one thing here. Actually, in our thing, there are two connections things there. On that day, we have written one for SQL, one for Oracle, like that we written. Let's remove the second connections thing. Oracle connections thing, we don't want. Let's remove that. I forgot to do that. In the notes, it's not there. In the notes, one only there. On that day, to show you, I added you two. That's all. Okay, I'll delete one. Okay, let the creation complete. Created. It created for you. Click on finish. Close. And guys, here if you come to here, and if you go to resource groups now, go to the resource group. Under the resource group, you should find the app service, and going forward, we are going to create one server, one database also. That also will come here. We are going to create one server and one database. That also will come here going forward. Okay, we'll see that. Student account 1 year only. Are deactivated, you cannot activate it again. Any of your cousins, your brothers, someone just try with that account. With that, you cannot reactivate it. Yeah. What is that here, guys? Yeah. Where is that? Like app settings.json. The second connection string. The second one I don't want. Yeah. In this process, basically, it has just done the things to you. And here it is going to show you the information like configuration, target framework dependent, okay, like the target runtime and all, subscription, resource group, resource name. And this is your website name, all of you. What is the website name? https://nitcore.azurewebsites.net is your website name. And guys, when I click on this right now, still your web app is running and waiting for your content. What is that? App is running, but the content is not there. Did you understand my? And we created here, we did not upload still. Sir, you not upload? No. When will it upload? After I click on the publish button here. After I click on the publish button, I'll do it. We need database also. That's why I just did not do it. But see, did you understand? Your web app is running and waiting for your content. Your web app is live, but you don't have any content yet. If you're already deployed, it could take 5 minutes for your content to show up. So come back soon. No, I did not still upload. Okay, now what next? The next thing is here it is going to recognize and tell you what are the dependencies you have in this. Actually, initially I forgot to remove the second one. That's why it is telling you 2 dependencies here. ConStr. Second one we are not going to have it. The delete option. Okay, leave it. We are not going to push anything there. Ignore that. I'm not going to do anything over there. Yeah. You just removed that dependency. That dependency got removed off there. I just ignored it. Forgot to refresh. Once I refresh, automatically that has been removed. What we have is only one, ConStr. Dependency identified automatically. Reading from the app settings. Now you need a database here, correct? Click on the plus button here. Opens a window. It will ask you, what do you want? I want a database. I want a database. What database? Azure SQL database. I can select this also, but this again on premises. Just now explained to you already, on premises means your own data. No, I don't want. I want Azure. I want Azure SQL database. Intelligent, scalable cloud database service that provides the broadest SQL Server engine compatibility. So this is what you select now. Azure, not a SQL Server. This is again on premises again. Okay, now. So select it. Click on the next button. It will ask you now what is the server name and all the things. Subscription it is showing you. Now again click on create new. Now it will ask you for the database name. It will ask you for the database name. Enter a name or leave the same. It is giving some name here, MVC DH project underscore DB. Leave it, no problem. Subscription, fine. Resource group automatically came. Database server. Here it is asking for the database server name now. We don't have a database server. We still don't have a database server. So click on the new button. Opens a window. Create a server. I just given you step-by-step processing. Database name, subscription, resource group, database name. Click on the new button beside. And now enter the details. What is the server name I given? NIT DB server. Give any name here, no problem. Whatever name you want to give. Location is taken central US. Now it's asking you admin username. What you want as admin username? I'm taking the admin username as NIT admin. Give whatever you want, no props. Admin password. Admin password, be careful, it has some rules. 8 characters, cannot be more than 128. Your password cannot contain all or part of your login names. Are you clear? And it should contain English upper letters, English lower letters, numbers, and non-alphanumeric characters like exclamation, dollar, percentile. These are allowed. Okay. You just give a password. I given some password here, NIT 2020 pass PWD. I just given the password as NIT capital 2022 PWD lowercase. Are you clear? Next, NIT capital 2022 PWD in lowercase. Okay, now give a password in your things. No, it won't. It won't dump the data. Click on the OK button. Okay, now next. Here again it is asking you database administrator username. What is the name, guys? NIT admin. Came automatically. Password. Yeah, it has automatically loaded here. NIT admin password are automatically loaded. Click on create button. See, you can create a resource group from here also. Here also we have the option to create a resource group. Already we created now, so that's coming. It is creating an Azure SQL database. One thing is Facebook and Google authentication will not work. You just, what you do is, for you also, because in our Facebook authentication, Google authentication, what did give the URL? Do you remember the sign-in URL? HTTPS localhost. I given that. I need to update it. You first host the site, then create Facebook and Google. Then you give off your user Azure credentials. Then are you clearer or not? Then give off your Azure credentials. It should work then. Means this Azure ID is there now, HTTP Azure websites.net NIT. Give that. But what did we give is HTTP localhost colon that one. But without that, give this URL. What URL? HTTPS colon slash NIT core dot Azure websites.net. Give that there. It will work. Actually, all this work, just to give you an idea, I'm showing you, but it's not your job. It is the job of the DevOps team. It is the job of the DevOps team. The DevOps team will do all these things. For you to get an idea, that's all. Yes, we can have. We can have. We can put in different resource groups also. But just you need to have an idea, because you need to understand the flow completely, starting from creating a project to deployment of the project I shown you. A lot of options are there. I'm not going to show you each and everything, where the cost factors and all the things will come into picture. And that is the role of your DevOps team in the company. There'll be a DevOps team. The DevOps team is completely responsible for doing all these things. What you will do is only, you will be putting all this code in the zit. Then the DevOps team will come into action, and from the zit they will be pushing that into the cloud. Okay, you might be using Azure, or you might be using AWS, or you might be using GCP. Any of these things, whatever it is, the team will do it. Meanwhile, for the time being, if you are able to create a free account, try to upload your site, so that you to get a confidence. I just developed a site. tomorrow as a fresher, you go to an interview also, you can just tell, yeah, I have done so and so things in my process of the learning. A simple site I just uploaded, you can see. But try to improvise the things over there. What I shown as it is not. Try to just Google latest things. Try to some good images and all the things and try to improvise things. Okay, done guys. Click on the next button. Here it is to the connection string name. What's the connection string name? constr. Simply give it as constr. Okay, simply give it as constr. Database connection username. What is the username? And be careful, case sensitive, all these things. Password NIT 2022 PWD. NIT is capital. Okay. And now here it will show you the connection string value. It will show you the connection string value. Just go for copy this and all of you Command C. Connection string here, we written our details now, and it is taking the Azure server details now. Okay, put this with you. You can configure this in your SQL server. You can connect from your SQL server now to that. I'll show you. Click on next button. That's it. Click on finish. Next button, finish. Nothing, directly you can click on finish. Okay, now your Azure SQL connection string has been included with the name as constr. It is just going to take as constr and it got connected. Fine. What next? You'll be finding a publish button on the top. Click on the publish button. Okay. Meanwhile, come here once. Go for refresh. You should see the server and the database also here. Server, database. Showing you your SQL server, SQL. All under the hosting plan, all under the resource group now. Now I delete the resource group. All these are deleted now. But development. What do you mean for development? Development, Visual Studio only. What tool you will use again? For development, Visual Studio only. Yeah. Click on publish. Before you click on publish, one more time, you can see this is still showing you a web app is running and waiting for your content. Click on publish. It is checking the runtime compatibilities. It started the build of your project. In the bottom, you'll get an output window. It shows you the complete information. Build started. Publish started. Source control system. Version control. Version control, different companies use different things here. Depends, yeah. Bitbucket is there, Jet is there, AZ DevOps reports. Every company have a different tool what they use. Succeeded. Okay. Installing the website extensions. Restarting the web app. Microsoft has made the things as simple for you. Everything you can directly do it from your Visual Studio. All these things. Your home page is ready. Go to customers. Error. Table not present. Database tables are not created. Publish more actions, attend the option window. Choose settings and do the following. Publish window. Oh, I missed it. Publish window, more actions, edit. Edit. Settings. I missed one more thing there. Just a minute. Yeah, you'll find databases. I just missed it. This connection string. Use this connection string at runtime. I need to select this checkbox. I did not select that. That's why the database object is not coming there. Next, you'll find one more thing called NT framework migrations here. Migrations. What is the migration? Migration is for creating the database and all. Na? Apply this migration on publish. These two checkboxes I need to select. One is connection string at runtime, and the other one is apply this migration on publish. Click on the save button. You made changes now, so what to do, sir? Publish again, that's all. Whenever you make changes, just publish. Not only that, when tomorrow you made some changes in the site. No need to worry. Whenever you make changes in the site, click on the publish, that's all. The changes will automatically affect for you over there. Is that clear? Generating NT framework SQL scripts completed. Adding the database. Only thing is, normal tables data will be uploaded off. Only identity framework, these accounts, user accounts and all will not be. You need to create them. Identity framework accounts are not going to be uploaded, but rest will be happening. Customers should load. Yeah. Got your data. Are you clear? Okay. Just going to get your particular data over there. Launch settings. Yes. You're going to change the launch settings and publish again. Already we are in production only. Already we are in production only. This Google or Facebook authentication will not work. I said to you because the URLs are wrong. URLs are wrong. But let us go for registering our account here. First thing is these logins will not work. Let's prove that first. Whatever login, and we are just given the password as Raju . We change the password now. 1024, I think. But this account is not there anyhow. Account is not there first. So let us register, because data uploads, but not user credential, this identity data will not upload. That should be done. At the rate 1980. At the rate 1980. Email ID and a mobile number. 9849262229. Register. Actually, one small problem here, not like a problem. Email was sent here, the email is sent, but when you click on the email, it won't work. The reason why it won't work is, the problem is, in that way, given HTTP localhost. Remember, okay, let me check it out. Once let us open Gmail. If you get the HTTP localhost, it will not work. But let me just confirm, because on the day, you have just taken schema and given it. So maybe it works. Let's confirm once. It's two-factor authentication. Customer support. Oh, what did I do? Undo. I archived it. Oh, no. Yeah, we just taken schema there, na. So NIT core, that only came. So click on this. Yes. Email confirmation is complete. You can now log in into the application. So click on the login. Working. Why? Because I am logged in already. So log out. So go to customers, edit. I just built everything out. Just that Google and Facebook only. You do one thing is, actually on that day given you the localhost address there. What did I give? HTTP localhost :port number. That is what. Okay, but this is what you require to give. If you change that, the Facebook and Google authentications also will work. Are you clearer or not? So tomorrow you want to manage this database from your computer now. You want to manage this database from your computer. From your computer, can I manage the Azure database? Actually, you can directly go to Azure and also manage. Every time opening the Azure, managing, that is going to be a time-taking process. Actually, one way how you can manage is, you can manage from Azure. Watch it, all of you. In the left-hand side, not here. Come to home. Go to SQL databases. Go to the SQL databases. You'll be finding a query editor here. You'll be finding a query editor here. Click on the query editor. We'll ask you for your username and password now. Login. NIT 2022 PWD. Click on OK. Here, it will ask you one thing, guys. What you know? You're in a private network. You're in your own system, your company network, but you're accessing SQL server, which is on Azure. You don't have permissions for this. You don't have permissions for this. So here it will ask you, what is that? Allow list on a server NIT means it will just provide you an option. It will tell you, shall I add your computer into that list or not? Means permissions list. Otherwise, whoever wants to open it, that's a danger now. That's why you can just add it. A firewall will be there. So just click on allow. When you click on this allow, success. Okay. And now the login will be done. First time you do from here, guys. And here it will open you. Here it is just going to open you and show you all the information like your Server Explorer. See your tables. All the tables are uploaded, see? Okay, now. Any store procedures will come there. We don't have any store procedures, remember. Yeah. Any views will come here. Every time coming here, managing is going to be complicated. See, you can just write a query here. Select star from customers, run. So you see, but always managing from here is complicated now. But first time do it from here. First time do it from here. It will ask you for adding this in the list. Do all this particular stuff. Next time onwards, without doing from here, you can directly configure this database in your SQL Server Management Studio. From there only you can do everything. Management Studio is easy for us now. You can do. How? Open your Management Studio. Open your Management Studio. You require purchase your own website. That's a different. You need to have your own domain name. If you have your own domain name, you can. But pre and all they won't give you. In pay as you go accounts option is there, but I'm not sure. Just Google it once. Yeah, you can do. You can have your own website. We already copied the details now. Data source. Nothing but the server name, right? Copy this. In the Management Studio, asking for server name. Server name is your computer name now. Now the server name is the Azure server name now. The Azure server name. Okay, authentication. SQL authentication only. You're ready? Give this as it is. NIT_admin@ NITDB server. Give that as a username. Password. (022) PWD. And click on connect. Should connect to the Azure server now. You're connected to Azure now. Wow, so I can work with Azure from here? Yes, that's what I'm telling you. You can connect with Azure from here. Go to your databases. And here your database. Remember the database name? Working with Management Studio is the same process here. Otherwise, tomorrow remote servers will be there. How do you work with those databases? Now you understood what is server exactly? The server is to tell where I need to connect now. Every day you're writing your local machine, means local server. But now I want a remote server. I get a remote server that came up here. I can start working from here only now. So it's my customers. I can query on it. I can insert. I can update. I can do anything from here into this customers here. Are you guys clearer? Okay. So this is the process how you can just manage hosted files. Go into Azure, guys. Where do you see them? Go to home. App service. NIT core. App service editor, console, clone app, web shops. Need to see, guys, where you have them. App service, resource cost, storage account. Find under this one. Not storage accounts. Need to check once here, I'm not sure. But you can see all the files. Somewhere they'll be with not published inside. Just Google it. Where do I find uploaded files in Azure App Service? Yeah, there's some videos on it. Just check it out, guys. File upload issue. Having it. Overview. And some location. Just Google it once, please. Sure. Just Google it. Just Google it. Yeah, you have some video articles also. I'm not sure exactly. Just to find it out. But all files you can see. You can just see all the appropriate files over there. Somewhere they'll be not exactly just. Okay. So this is the complete process, like how to upload your site to Azure. This is how you can upload a site to your Azure. So once you're done, guys, what happens? You can just use this URL and launch the site. Okay, now? Well, I want to delete my site because mine is a pay-as-you-go account. I'll be billed accordingly. So let me go to home. Yeah, all of you want to just check it out. You can try, guys. I'm giving the URL for all of you. Just you can click on it and try. After half an hour, I'll delete off the site because I'll be billed off for that. Yeah, it is nidcore.azurewebsites.net. You can try from your mobile now also. You can open your mobile, try the URL, the site works to you. You clear? Okay, you can see the site working for you over there. Within half an hour, I'll delete off the site. Within half an hour, I'll be just deleting off the site for you. Okay? Well, this is how you you're just going to upload a site onto the Azure. Clear? So finally, what we have is Web API will start tomorrow. Okay, let's stop here. We'll meet tomorrow.